Most diesel owners replace their injectors too early, and they waste between $2,000 and $4,500 doing it. Here is the part that should make you angry. In the majority of those cases, the injectors were not failing, they were dirty, and dirty injectors can be cleaned yourself at home without removing a single part in under an hour. The real problem is that most drivers never find this out until after the bill is paid. This video covers 4 methods that actually work. They apply at different stages of deposit buildup, so by the end, you will know exactly which one your engine needs right now. And stay with this, because in the second half, there is one sequencing mistake that quietly kills the results of every additive treatment people pour into their tanks. Even experienced diesel owners get this backwards. That one detail could be the difference between a clean injector and a wasted treatment. Quick test before we go any further. If your diesel feels noticeably smoother on the motorway than it does in town, you are almost certainly dealing with deposits, not a failing injector. Keep that in mind as you watch this. The science you need first. Before any method makes sense, you need to understand what is actually happening inside a dirty diesel injector, because it changes how you think about everything that follows. If you could zoom into a modern common rail injector tip right now, you would see holes as small as 0.12 millimeters in diameter, smaller than a human hair. And here is the part that should reset how you think about fuel system contamination. A single grain of fine dust passing through one of those holes is enough to disrupt the spray pattern. That is the tolerance you're working with. And through those holes, at pressures between 1800 and 2500 bar, figures documented by Bosch and Delphi in their common rail system technical literature, fuel is forced into the combustion chamber as a mist so fine it ignites almost instantaneously. That mist is where all the power comes from, the smooth idle, the clean pull from a junction, all of it. Here is where it gets interesting. Now imagine running that engine on school runs and short urban trips for 2 years. Every cold start that never reaches full operating temperature leaves partially combusted fuel residue on those injector tips. The EGR system, exhaust gas recirculation, recirculates carbon-laden exhaust gases back through the intake under light load, accelerating the buildup further. Gradually, those 0.12 millimeter holes begin to narrow. The fine mist becomes irregular droplets. Combustion becomes uneven. The engine management system compensates electronically, which is why the decline feels gradual rather than sudden. Eventually, the deposits build beyond what the computer can mask, and then you feel it. A typical case, a diesel with 75,000 miles on it, used almost entirely for school runs and local errands. The owner noticed a roughness at idle that had appeared over the previous 6 months and gradually worsened. No fault codes, no warning lights. The injectors were blamed. They did not need replacing. They needed cleaning. This is the critical point. Deposits are not wear. Nothing is mechanically damaged. The injector is dirty, and dirty is fixable. Method 1. Polyetheramine-based fuel additives. The fuel additive aisle is full of products making large claims. Most of them do very little for diesel injector deposits. That's where most people waste their money, on the wrong product, applied the wrong way, expecting results it was never capable of delivering. And this next part is what separates the good additives from the useless ones. Polyetheramine, abbreviated PEA, is a nitrogen-based detergent compound that stays chemically active at combustion chamber temperatures. Cheaper additives dissolve light surface contamination in the tank and fuel lines. PEA travels all the way to the injector tip, bonds with baked-on carbon and varnish at a molecular level, and breaks it loose so it exits through the exhaust. Research published through SAE International, the Society of Automotive Engineers, has documented PEA's effectiveness on injector deposit removal across multiple diesel injection system types. Without PEA, you're treating the easy stuff and leaving the real problem untouched. Products with documented PEA content and consistent professional recommendations include Chevron Techron Diesel, the diesel-specific version, not the standard Techron, Liqui-Moly Diesel Purge, and Hot Shot Secret Diesel Extreme. A generic supermarket additive at a fraction of the price isn't the same thing. The active compound matters. The concentration matters. Now, how to apply it correctly. Run the tank down to roughly a quarter full. Add the treatment first, then fill with fresh diesel on top. For a first treatment on a symptomatic engine, use the full dose or the upper end of the recommended range. Then, within that same tank, take at least 20 to 30 minutes of sustained open road driving, which connects directly to method 2, preventative routine. routine. One treatment every 5,000 to 10,000 miles. Don't wait for symptoms. And always change the fuel filter before your first treatment. The reason is for method 3, and skipping it is exactly why treatments fail for some people. Method 2, sustained high-load driving. This method has an unscientific name, the Italian tune-up. The concept has been around for decades, but here's what most explanations get wrong about the diesel version. And no, revving your diesel in neutral does nothing. It almost does nothing. This is the myth that sends people out to a car park to hold the engine at 3,000 RPM in park for 10 minutes. That achieves nothing useful. It's load that matters, not just revs. Diesel engines develop their maximum torque low in the rev range. It's the combination of high throttle demand and real road resistance that pushes combustion temperatures into the range where those partially carbonized deposits on the injector tips begin to break apart and the exhaust carries them out. Throttle response improves, idle smooths. That's the mechanism. Sustained load, sustained heat, real road resistance. 3 conditions before you attempt this. Engine fully warmed up, never from cold. Oil level checked beforehand. And if any known mechanical issue exists, a warning light, a known fault, anything, do not attempt this. High load amplifies existing problems rather than solving them. On a mechanically sound diesel that has been living an urban life, the improvement after one proper high load session can be immediate. Here is the sequencing mistake that quietly kills the results of every additive treatment people pour into their tanks. Even experienced diesel owners get this backwards. That one detail could be the difference between a clean injector and a wasted treatment. A quick test before we go any further. If your diesel feels noticeably smoother on the motorway than it does in town, you are almost certainly dealing with deposits, not a failing injector. Keep that in mind as you watch this. Method 3, fuel filter replacement, and why sequence is everything. Here is what most people never think about, and it is the part that changes results completely. When you pour a PEA-based treatment into the fuel tank, it does not teleport to the injectors. It travels through the entire fuel system, including the fuel filter. A clogged filter reduces the effective concentration of treatment that arrives at the injector. You are basically sabotaging the process without realizing it, diluting your own solution before it ever reaches the problem. Change the fuel filter first, then treat. This is exactly why treatments seem to not work for some people. They pour in a quality product, drive the tank through, notice no improvement, and conclude that additives are a waste of money. They are not. The filter was the problem. The treatment never arrived at full strength. Modern diesel injectors operate at tolerances measured in microns, clearances so tight that particles invisible to the naked eye cause measurable restriction and wear. The fuel filter is the only physical barrier between those particles and your injectors. As it loads with contamination, fuel pressure to the injectors drops, spray pattern degrades, deposits form faster. A restricted filter is quietly destroying your injectors from the fuel pressure side, while deposits attack from the combustion side simultaneously. On the water separator, it is worth knowing which type your diesel uses. Older diesels, most commercial vehicles, many 4x4s, and a large proportion of European diesel passenger cars have a bowl-type separator with a manual drain valve. Drain it regularly. Do not wait for the warning light. Water at diesel injection pressures does not just corrode, it acts as an abrasive against precision-machined injector components. Many modern diesel hatchbacks and SUVs have the separator integrated into a sealed filter housing with no external drain. On these, water management happens when you replace the filter assembly. Some newer platforms drain passively and automatically, requiring no action at all. Know which type you have, maintain it accordingly. The correct first treatment sequence for a symptomatic diesel: replace the fuel filter, check or drain the water separator, add PEA treatment to a near empty tank, fill with fresh fuel, take a high load drive. In that order. Every step matters. Method 4. The driving habits that determine everything else. This is the only method that works permanently. It costs nothing, and it is the one most diesel owners skip because it requires changing a habit rather than buying something. Here is the honest answer on why diesel injectors get dirty in the first place. The diesel engine was engineered to run at sustained load and operating temperature. It was not designed for a daily cycle of cold 5-minute school runs, gentle town driving, and another cold start the next morning. Every time you start a diesel cold and park it before it reaches full operating temperature, fuel does not fully combust. Residue lands on injector tips. The EGR opens under light load and coats the intake with soot. This cycle, repeated hundreds of times a year, is what turns a clean injector into a restricted one. If your diesel hesitates under light throttle but clears on the motorway, you are almost certainly dealing with deposits, not failure. That specific pattern is one of the clearest diagnostic signs that the engine has lived too easy a life for too long. The correction is simple. Once or twice a month, take a 20 to 30 minute open road drive at motorway speed rather than a series of short errands. Let the engine fully reach operating temperature before parking wherever possible. If the diesel lives exclusively in city traffic, the high load session from method 2 is not optional. It is the only time the engine reaches the temperatures it was built to run at. On fuel quality, use reputable high turnover stations wherever practical. A busy motorway forecourt processes fuel quickly. Less time in the underground tank means less water condensation and particulate accumulation. A low volume station with slow turnover has fuel sitting longer. Over thousands of miles, the difference in what arrives at your injectors accumulates. It is not trivial when this approach does not work. These 4 methods work on deposit buildup. They do not work on everything. If your diesel is showing fault codes related to injector return flow, balance rates outside tolerance, or confirmed injector electrical faults, cleaning treatments cannot resolve a mechanical failure. A worn injector needs replacement. No additive changes that. If hesitation or power loss comes with white or blue smoke, not just occasional dark startup smoke, the causes are more complex. Coolant ingress, excessive oil consumption, turbocharger wear, these require diagnosis before any self-treatment. If the fuel pump is struggling to maintain correct rail pressure, the symptoms look identical to injector deposits, but will not respond to injector cleaning at all. A pressure test is what separates the two. And if symptoms have reached the point of hard cold starts, rough idle that doesn't clear with warmth, or consistent power loss across multiple drive cycles, book a diagnostic with a diesel specialist. Professional ultrasonic injector cleaning off the car or flow testing on bench equipment will tell you whether cleaning is still viable or whether replacement is the correct call. The diagnostic cost is always less than treatments that cannot solve a mechanical problem. Here is exactly what to do. 1. Change the fuel filter before any treatment. A clogged filter dilutes the effective concentration of cleaner before it reaches the injectors. This step determines whether the treatment works at all. 2. Choose a PEA-based additive. Polyetheramine is the compound that penetrates baked-on carbon at combustion temperatures. Products without it produce limited results on a diesel injector. 3. Combine treatment with a sustained high-load drive. Chemistry loosens the deposits. Genuine engine load at temperature carries them out through the exhaust. 4. Address the root cause. Cold, short trips are a deposit production cycle. 1 or 2 longer drives per month at operating temperature breaks that cycle before it requires cleaning. Done in the correct sequence, these 4 methods can restore throttle response, idle quality, and spray pattern accuracy without removing a single part and without a workshop bill that starts at $2,000. If this video saved you from an unnecessary injector bill, hit the like button. It takes 1 second, and it directly helps this content reach more diesel owners who need it. Subscribe to Your Motor Care for engine content that focuses on what the research actually shows, not what sounds dramatic. And be honest in the comments. Is your diesel mostly short city trips, school runs, local errands, rarely seeing a motorway? Because if it is, you're setting it up for exactly the problem covered in this video. Tell me your mileage and your typical driving pattern below, and I'll tell you which of these 4 methods should be your first move.